Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra Unit 5.1 through 5.2 review. Remember to show all your work. So first part says determine if the given ordered pair is a solution to the system. And then it's telling us that we need to, whoa, that's a big highlighter, write yes or no. So let's go ahead and get started. Now, it's telling us an ordered pair that we're supposed to check. And we're going to plug that into, that's right, both equations, okay? So let's go ahead and do this. Let's start with the first one. So we have 6x minus y is less than or equal to 5. Okay, so we need to plug in the -1 because that's our x and the 2 is our y. 6 times -1 is -6. And -6 minus 2 is -8. And is -8 less than or equal to 5? Yep, that is true. Okay, and now remember, we have to do this into both equations, okay? Okay, so I need to plug in the y where the y goes, and the -1 where the x goes. Okay? Well, on the left side, we just have 2, and they're saying 2 is greater than, well, -3 times -1, a negative times a negative is a positive. So 3 plus 1, what's 3 plus 1? 4. Is 2 greater than 4? Nope, that's false. Okay, so is that our answer? Yes or no? No. All right, I did one. You guys do one. Okay, now I'll set it up for you. All you do is plug in and check. Okay, so remember your x and your y. So x, y. There's your y, and there's your x. So go ahead and pause the video and do this one all on your own. Good luck. Okay, now on the first inequality, our answer was -18 is less than or equal to -5. That's a true statement. But then on the second one, we had 8 is greater than 8, and 8 is not greater than 8, so that's false. So does that work? No, it doesn't. Okay. Once again, I'm going to do 3, and you guys will do 4. Okay? So I'm just going to set this one up. And now we have to pay attention to what symbols we have because now we're not dealing with inequalities. Now we're dealing with equations. Okay? All right, so there's my x and there's my y. So -6, -9, and I'm just going to set these up too. There's -9 and -6. So 7 times -6 is -42. Two negatives make that a positive. -42 plus 9, I can't remember that on the top of my head. So thankfully I got my calculator. There's -42 plus 9 gives us a grand total of, well, what do you know? It's -33. And does -33 equal -33? Yep, that's true. All right, let's work on the right side. Now, that's just going to be -9. And now I have to do 4/3 times -6. That one I don't know off the top of my head. So I'm doing in parentheses 4/3 times -6 and we get -8. So -8 minus 1, and -8 minus 1 is -9, which is also true. So since I've got two true statements, that means my answer is yes. Okay, and then number 4. Okay, so you guys need to plug in. There's the y, there's the x, there's the x, and there's the y. So go ahead and pause the video and good luck. Okay, and for that one, you should have also gotten yes. Okay, let's go through it real quick. So -4 or -5/4 times -4 is 5. 5 minus 3 is 2, so 2 equals 2. Over here we have -3 times -4 is 12 plus 8, and 12 plus 8 is 20. So both of those are true statements, which means our answer is yes. All right. So determine if the given ordered pair is a solution to the system. And then once again, they're telling us we need to write yes or no. Now, the first two are linear systems, okay? So that means the only place where we can get a correct answer is where they meet, okay? So for number 5, we have the point 3, 2, which is right there. So is that a solution, yes or no? Yes, it is. Okay, now you do number 6. You don't need to pause the video. You should be able to do it right now. Well, there's the point. -3, 4. Is that where the lines intersect? Nope. Good, so that's our answer. All right, now, when we're talking about linear inequalities, okay, we want our point to be where it's shaded. So -2, -5, -2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that within the shaded area? Yeah. Okay, so that's my answer. The answer is yes. Okay, and you guys are doing number 8. So we have 2, 1. Well, it's on the line. Does that count? But what type of line is that? Yeah, that's a dashed line, which means open points, which means no, that's not part of the solution. Okay? That would be a line where it's less than. Okay, it's not less than, it's on the line. So no, it doesn't work. I know, we're trying to be real tricky with you on that one. Did it work? Did it fool you? Hope not. All right. Number 9 and number 10. So it says to graph each system. And then for number 9, give an example of an ordered pair that is a solution. All right. So number 9. There's my blue line. Okay. So my slope is -1/4. We start at 0, 6. And then it's going to be open points, open and dashed. And then I'm going to shade above. Okay. And I can tell all of that, the open dashed and above, due to my inequality symbol. Oh, not that one. Okay. So I'm starting at the point 0, 6, which is right here, and it's open points, and I'm going down 1, over 4, down 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to do that in both directions. All right. And now we're going to make sure that that is a dashed line and add my arrows. Now for my red line, oh man, it's not solved for y. Well, that means that's what we got to do. So to get the y by itself, we would subtract the 5x to both sides. And we have negative 3y is greater than or equal to negative 5x plus 21. And to get the y by itself, we have to divide by, that's right, divide by a negative, which means right away I'm going to flip that sign. And we have y is less than or equal to 5/3 x minus 7. Okay, so the 5/3 x minus 7, that means my slope is 5/3. Our starting point is 0, negative 7. Looking at the symbol, it's less than or equal to, which means it's going to be a solid line, and I'm going to shade below. So let's get started on that. At negative 7, it's where I start. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, over 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then I'm going to do a nice solid line. So what am I supposed to do now? Yeah, that's right. We have to number the sections, and then we have to figure out where we're going to shade. Okay. So let's start with the blue line. The blue line said that we had to shade above. So that means only section 1 and 2 can be my answer. So I'm going to cross out 4 and I'm going to cross out 3. Now for the red line I have to be below, which means anything below, which means 1 can't be my answer. So the only part of the graph that's my answer is, that's right, that little bitty section, section 2. Okay, so I know what's shaded. Now I just need to give a sample solution. Okay, I need a point that's within that shaded section. And it can be anything. All right, I'm going to go, whoop. I'm going to go with my point right there, which is 9, 5. Okay, and there we go. All right, so for number 10, once again, it's important to look at what your symbols are. These are equations, which means there's no shading. All right, now I'm going to make you do the first one all by yourself. Why, Mr. Grice? Because I'm making you solve it, okay? The y is not by itself, so you need to come down over here and solve 2x plus 5y equals 40. Okay? Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Okay, so there we go. We subtracted 2x to both sides and divided by 5, and we get y equals negative 2/5 x plus 8. So I start at 8 up here, and I go down 2 over 5, down 2 over 5, and I'm going to do that in both directions. And now I'm going to graph my line. Okay. Now the next one, I'm going to graph in red. And right away, I can see that my slope is negative 2/5. And I start at 0.08. Well, that sounds awfully familiar. So there's my first one. And then oh wait, I've got the same slope? Oh, is everything the same? Yeah. Okay, so it's easier to see on mine, but the lines are right on top of each other. Okay, it might be a little bit harder because you have pencil. All right, so what's the answer? The lines are on top of each other. Well, when the lines are on top of each other like that, our solutions are actually infinite solutions. Okay, now that's it for the 5.1, 5.2 review. Remember, if you have any questions, come see Ms. Carranza or myself. We would love to help you out. Otherwise, this is Mr. Grice signing off. Thanks for watching.